I will let the music finish. I will let... Ba-da-ba-da-bam! Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. I think I didn't set up this, huh? My face is a bit messed up, huh? Ah, now it's better. Now it's better. Hello, hello, hello. Let me lower the music and change it as usual. We are in stream 800 and something. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? We are at stream 839. Wow. Wow. Hello, Piatnashin. Hey, it's some time I don't see you. How have you been? On my side, always been here, developing the game and making it better and better and better. Yesterday we worked a bit with Mac OS because I bought a new Mac and we managed to share the Mac on the Windows, and we had some we fixed some stuff, and I'm pretty happy that I can actually see the Mac from here. Very, very nice. But today I want to continue with bug fixing. And bug fixing. So for example, this one is snow and rain inside a guild house. Now, our snow and rain is done in a way that I have to think about it, okay? Remember that in all of our streams, I'm never preparing stuff before, right? So this is not a prepared stream. It's just that I turn on the stream and I start to work on the stuff I have to work on. So it's not that I know already what to do. Actually, I would say every time I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And it is probably also the beauty of it, right? You can see exactly what I do and how I do it. So on this one, I didn't think about it yet. But the problem is that the way we generate weather in Unreal, I think is slightly different from the way we generate weather in Legacy, right? In particular, I also have to remember, wait a second, let me ask my phone to, I will say it in Italian, obviously. Aggiungi sveglia alle 5 di pomeriggio.
Imposto la sveglia per le 5 di pomeriggio.
Yeah, I have to remember to call a restaurant at 5 to book a table. But what I was saying is that yeah, in our guild houses, now in theory the question is fairly simple, because guild houses are a sector, right? And being a sector, I can decide the weather in the sector. The problem is, wait a second, wait a second. What the hell is going on? There should be one called 85. These are the guilds, right? Guild Simple, Guild Gog, Guild Low. Wait a second, there is something missing. Uh-oh. Why was 89 then yesterday? It was 89. None of the screens. No, because... 89. You remember that when we did the test yesterday to drop an item to the ground in the guild house, it was coming up with... because it's the local, but it's the same, huh? Sector in production, sector local, sector production should be identical. I think there is something strange. Because it was the instance. Yeah. It's the instance, but it's fine. It's fine. Sorry, I got confused, but actually, it's perfectly fine. Meaning that yes, the instance in the guild house will be a random number based on the guild house you are entering on. Yes, but the sector will be always the right one, right? So if I go, we can load in and check, but the sector for sure is correct. Let's load in just to double check, but I think the sector is fine. So we can actually determine the weather based on the sector. So I have no idea why. Because you see that guild Amnedair, right? Rain enabled, no. Snow enabled, no. Fog enabled, no. Right? So I don't understand how it is possible. And you see it's the same on guild simple. It's the same on guild low. So, or we don't do that check properly, but it's very strange. Now, it's true that that check happens after a few seconds, right? So, if it's raining outside, right? If it's raining outside and you enter into the guild house, I think the rain is not changing instantly. But I don't think that this is actually possible. But if someone gave this report, then it means that it is possible. So for weather, we have a weather manager, right? And weather manager is very simply scanning all the sectors and deciding start weather. Is rain enabled for this sector? Yes, exactly. I think the way it works is that when the server starts, right, it's starting the weather for every sector. And then is randomizing the weather in the sector. Handle weather event. Handle weather event. Yeah, I just have to remember 1 second how it works because weather event trigger. Is this happening for every sector? So like that I'm generating one of those events for every sector or not. Queue next event, queue next event. Holy moly. Sorry, I'm struggling a bit to understand where all of this actually starts. I think that the only solution is to take weather manager, go in the initialize, if he has one. So weather manager, initialize. Ah, yes. Yeah, so the first thing that we do, we start the rain and snow for all the sectors. Yes, exactly. So for every sector that is defined. Now, this cycle is not the smartest, I have to say. Yeah? Because we have sectors that actually do not have any coordinates. I think we need to check if the sector coordinate size is 0, 0, 0, 0. If it's 0, 0, 0, 0, I think we can ignore the starting of the weather because those are dummy sectors. I don't know if I want to skip it here or if I want to skip it inside start weather. Let me see. Is rain enabled for this sector? Queue event to start the rain. Okay. Is snow enabled for this sector? Queue event to start the snow. So these are running independently, yeah? Yes, but basically, so it's not filtering the sector in any way, which is bad. So we need to add an optimization here. We need to add an optimization. Exclude the sectors with no coordinates, all the ones coming from migration. Because the first thing we do is blue screen of that. What do you mean? What do you mean? We didn't have any blue screen of that. So exclude the sector with no coordinates. How do we do this? I think we can't, because here is sector info, right? So we have an SI. We have an SI what? An SI coordinates. I think we have an SI sector coordinate, but I don't know if sector coordinates. Which type is this? Ah, it's an FN interact. Ah, perfect. So it is a rectangle. So we can say if this thing, can we ask sides? Right? So we can say that if the size of this guy is equal to 0, or if it's different than 0, let's say. If it's different than 0, we start the weather, right? Okay. So this is already a good optimization because we will skip dozens, right? I think we will skip like 30 or so. Because there are a lot of sectors that are not used anymore. Now the other question is, do I have the problem of sectors for random events? I would say no. Okay, so it's going through this list. At a certain point, it will arrive, for example, in Guild Amnedair, right? It will arrive in Guild Amnedair. And considering this is no, it should never start it, right? You should never ever start it. So I don't understand how it's possible that, because this is, you know, checking if it's yeah, exactly. So it's impossible that there is rain. It's impossible that there is rain inside guild houses. Unless in the migrated database we have some wrong data, but I don't think so. We have guild Abnedair. That is all no. So that's one. Then we have guild Gog. That is no. Then we have guild Simple. That is no. And it's 3 of them. Then we have guild Low. That is no as well. I think we are missing only guild Doja. Where is guild Doja? We should have a guild Doja somewhere. Where is it? I don't see it. Do you see it? Why there is no guild Doja? Strange, huh? Ah, is here, number 11. Yeah. They are all no. So it's impossible. Unless he's reading this value. Okay, let's run it and see. Because sorry, let's run it 1 second and see, because it's very strange. So let's do initialize, right? Weather initialize. Let's run in debug mode and let's see what happens. Steam crashed. Ah no, stream crashed. Really? Wow. I see it up and running. I see it up and running. By the way, I posted here for Mac. Did I close the window already? Yeah, I think I closed the window already. Hardware cursor, real engine something, right? I posted here my result. That is the result for the Mac cursor, so that we actually get the image kind of loaded, but it seems that we are loading it with a kind of a transparent texture. So the shape is correct, but so let's see if someone answers to this. I posted it like 15 hours ago, so not long ago. Probably no one will answer, but let's see. Maybe someone will, because we need to fix the cursor completely. Okay, here is their initialization. So we are running in debug mode. Stream stopped recording as I got in, then restarted again. Okay. Okay. Strange. Here on the stream quality, it's saying 0 drop frame, but I don't know, maybe... I don't know. Okay, so let's just check if this is working. Okay, so this is sewer light green. This one, for example, is already using coordinates 0, 0, 0, I think, because exactly. So in fact, it's skipping it. You see. is skipping it. So let's go to the sorry. Let's go to the first one. So if I do SI name, right, I can see here this is the Draken plane, right? It's a bit small for you, but anyway, that's the Draken plane. So Oja Road 2, BD Road 2, BD Road 2, Oja Road 1, Oja Desert, Bidor Sin, Bidor South, Guild Law. Okay, so that is a good example, right? That is Guild Law. So let's go in and see if there is something broken in the code. In theory, we are entering with weather none, and we are checking if the weather is enabled, right, for this particular sector. So we want to go here and see. So e-weather is ID rain. So it's finding inside weather data. Is searching inside weather data. Well, but it's data enabled, huh? Yeah, that enabled false. So he knows that. Yeah, it knows that it's not enabled. Exactly. Ah! Lightning is enabled though. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. Where is lightning? I lost it, huh? What is fog, snow. Lighting minimum gap, lighting maximum gap. But there should just be a lighting enabled, no? Because lighting is enabled. And I think that if we have lighting enabled, now we may discuss primary suspect is a studio taking all resources. Sometimes it happens. I used it once, it was the lowest software I ever used in my life. I think that the version 22 really improved a lot. I mean, for Unreal, it was very, very bad. Version, 19, 20, 21 were very, very bad. It was very slow. But 22 is really, really, really improved. I think they worked together with Epic Games and they managed to... So I need to understand why this lightning is enabled, right? Even if, I have to say that, even if lightning is enabled, at the moment, what we check here, you see, we check rain, snow, and fog. We don't check lightning. We don't check lightning. So in theory, this is always returning false, and this is gonna be skipped. You see? And this is going to be skipped as well. And this is going to be skipped as well. So I don't understand how it's possible that inside a guild house there is rain. It's impossible. I think the only possibility is that you have rain outside, you enter in the guild house, and for 20 seconds, you will have it. Because we do the check, we do the sector check every X amount of seconds. I don't remember how often, but it's not instant, right? Now I could disable weather on entering, which could be a good idea maybe. I think this bug needs to be retested. I would say, looking at the code, this seems not possible. The only thing that may happen, is that you have rain outside, and then you enter the guild house. For a few seconds you will still have rain also inside the guild house. Can you please confirm this or give more information of when, how it happened? Because I don't know, this one to me is no bug. I mean, for me this one is could not verify. I cannot. No. GG. To me this one is could not verify because it's impossible. If the guild house has windows, you will have to see the lightning. Yeah, but the guild house actually exist in a completely different place, so you will not. The guild house are not located where you think they are located. They are in a completely different space. So that's not possible. At the moment, that's not possible. So to me, this bug is a no bug. I think we should just keep it for now. Ask more information to this guy. Trip it on reality NRL and see how he reproduced it. Now, one thing that we may do is that when we enter a guild house, we are anyway disabling any weather, right? So that you don't even have that delay of few seconds in which you get the rain. That I think we can do. The only problem is that entering a guild house is actually actually a scripted event, right? So I don't think that we have an easy way because at the end is a teleport, right? So I think it comes down to a teleport. Now I think the question is send the player to a game main instance, set the player to a unique. Yeah, I think that is the same for caverns, It's the same for caverns. So also if you're entering a cave, you will have the same problem. You will have the rain, if it's raining outside and you enter, you will have the rain for a bit. While in theory, so I should, I think I can detect it here. I think I can stop weather completely for the player when this happens. And you see that here we have even the direct check for the guild house. So if we want, we can do it only inside guild houses, but I think it would be nice to do it also for caves. I think it's in these two cases. I think it's in this case and in this case. Everything else like this should keep the weather. Because it means that when you go out, yes. And then in theory it should not happen anymore, right? Let me just check one thing. When the weather event is triggering, I think it's doing a broadcast, right? It's doing a broadcast. It should be doing a broadcast to all the players. Yes, broadcast to everyone the weather event. Now the question is, I guess it is broadcasting on all the players in the same sector, right? Yes, to all the players in the same sector. Yes, okay. No, it's good, it's good. I think it's good. Broadcast to NPC. Yeah, do we want the NPC to have the weather? Like the NPC will say, fuck, rain again. Right? At the moment they don't know. The NPC, they don't know if it's raining. So they don't care about rain, snow, anything. No, but I think it's good, because we do it by sector. Okay, we do it by sector and we do it that way. Okay, fine. So yes, I think we can remove it on teleport. How do I simulate it though? How do I simulate? How do I simulate the weather? I have a weather command, right? I have a weather command. So in theory, let me do this. I have a weather command. I think I do. So I can start weather in the main city and then enter the guild house and see what happens. NPC should know the weather, huh? Yeah, I think it would be nice for them to know the weather. But then we need to have some weather-specific behavior that we don't have at the moment. I mean, let him then know that it's raining is okay, but then it's kind of easy, right? It's kind of easy. A new perception is a new weather perception. But then, after they know, the question is what they should do. And that's the hard part. Because we need to decide what they have to do. What do we want them to do? We want them to say specific things or do something. Come on, what's going on? Yes. I think I will remove this breakpoints because they are just we are not looking at that anymore. So I will have to go at about 7 something, huh? Because I'm meeting with a friend at dinner, and so I may be back after dinner, but I don't know, depending what we want to do. Come on, load! Yeah, we have a lot of levels, you see? We have a lot of levels. That's why it's taking time. This is why. Okay, we connect with this guy. We are already inside a guild house. I would like to go out of the guild house. Oops, the other way. I would like to go out of the guild house and I would like to generate rain in the main level. So I would like to generate rain here. Is obviously night. I think we have a weather command, no? Weather sector on off type. I don't know if this is working actually. So weather sector sector by name. If sector by name should be. Let me remove these breakpoints because I don't need them at the moment. Sector by name should be Idla Plaza. And then we say on, and then we say rain. Let's see if it does something. The weather is already automatic in sector automatic. Why? GG. GG! Weather. Weather sector on off. Turns on and off automatic weather for a sector. No, but I want it to rain. Okay, maybe we have a rain command. Ah, we have a rain command. Rain sector, drops length, fade, stop. You create a rain effect in a specified sector, a specific number of drops. With specified sector is start rain with default value, density 4000 drops, length 10 minutes and 10 seconds of fade. The maximum number of drops allowed is 8000. Rain sector for off for ending the event. Use rain sector 000 for to end the event. Okay, so we need to do rain. We need to do rain. Sector is this one. So we say at La Plaza. We do drops 4000. And we do length in minutes. And the length of the effect and it's fading in milliseconds. Wow, in milliseconds. Okay. So if I want to have it for 2 minutes, I do 120,000, right? Invalid subcommand 4000. What do you mean invalid subcommand 4000? We need also the fade. What is the fade? Length of the effect and its fading value. I mean, fade I don't care. Fade can be one second. Ah, something is happening. Is it raining? It takes a bit usually to activate because there is a smooth transition. So it doesn't start to rain immediately. Seems it's not raining. But we got a push event, huh? We got a push event, so something happened. We got this. Ah, we got a push event with delay 0. Why with delay 0? I think the weather command is broken, huh? Did I ever port the weather command or no? I mean the rain command. I have a list of all the commands that I ported. Rain. No, rain has not been ported, boys. Rain has never been tested. Okay, we can port it now. Why not? Rain. Okay, we can check. We can fix this command, I think. Rain, rain. Rain, rain. Sorry, why the small guys are not visible? I need to call. Yes. I have to call this the one thing. Wait a second. Did I delete? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what happened? Uh-oh. Okay. I think now everything is how it should. The little guys were missing. Let me just call 1 second the restaurant so I can book the table. And then, assuming that they answer, because they were not answering before. Let me mute myself 1 second. Wow, the restaurant is completely full, so impossible to get a table. Okay. Let me try another one. Impossible to get a table. The problem is that I want a place that is not in the center. I mean, it's not downtown because it's so annoying. It's so annoying to go downtown. We can try this one. 1 second. I can try this one. Where is it? Where is this guy? It's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, let me try another one. Is that the phone number? Yes, that is the phone number. It's annoying. Yeah, I should have probably booked yesterday, but I know. Okay, let me try this one, huh? 1 second. 1 second, I'm coming back. This one is busy. is not answering. This one is not answering. Okay, I will try again that one in a few, but at the moment is busy. Busy. Okay. Now I lost a bit what I was doing. Rain. Yes, we wanted to check the rain command. Why the rain command is not working? Why the rain command is not working? Rain. So in theory we should go through this, right? When we issue the rain command, right? Yeah, I would like to enable it. Why not? Rain. Yes, we go through this. Okay, perfect. So this one is parsing and then is queuing the event with particle count 4000 interval blah blah blah. Okay, so why there is no working though? Because probably is not past. Come on. Okay, queue event. So delay ticks. Delay ticks 0 duration. Wait, there is a problem with the code here. Why delay ticks 0? Okay, so that's probably the reason. Because we should use duration. We should not use delay ticks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so here I'm passing in delay ticks and probably this one is not correct. Let me see, delay ticks in delay, duration in duration. Yeah, but no, this is I mean, okay. Yeah, we have a problem here because the so there is a start and there is a delay. There is a delay and there is a duration, right? In theory, though, in my command, I cannot say what is the delay. So I cannot delay the start, right? I can just say how much is. So basically, the initiation should be immediate, right? So it's like if I'm calling trigger an insta trigger, right? So actually I should create a weather game event and I should immediately call instead of calling push, I should immediately call weather event execute. Exactly. So it's okay to create the event, but this will never work, huh? This will never work. Wait a second. Or we do but it's not but it's not. This is not working. This is impossible. This is impossible. Or we pass 1, right? We pass 1, so is triggering into is triggering in 1 second. But then the important point is that we should schedule the end of the event. We should not schedule the start of the event. This is what is, I think this is what is the confusion is in this code. Because when this guy triggers, let me just see what it does when it triggers, huh? When this guy triggers, what it does is scheduling the end, or is doing handle weather event, okay. And then he's wishing for rain and whatever, okay. And then he's saving the current fog and calculate a new, okay. But then is it scheduling the end? Is it scheduling the end event? Int duration. Ah, yes. So, okay, so the way the code works is that it's basically pushing the event immediately with a delay of 0 seconds, and then it's creating a stop event later on, okay? But 0 doesn't work in Unreal because an event of 0 second is not going to be executed, right? This is just the way it works. So because a timer with 0 seconds is not getting executed. So what we I think that the only change that we need is to schedule it with 1 second of delay or something like that, right? And that will do. So this needs to become 1000. And actually this should be the same. Everywhere, wherever we have Q next event 0, it should become Q next event 1000. Otherwise, it will never work in Unreal. 1000 milliseconds, and I think it's everywhere. It was working in the old game because the old game was considering 0 a valid value. But Unreal doesn't. Hello, Arite. You have to port it, was not ported. Yeah, it was not ported. Okay, let's let me try to call the restaurant again to see if by any chance they the answer or not. Always busy. Okay. Let me try another one. These restaurants have a lot of people, so they don't lack, you know. 890. Let me try this one. Okay, this one was available. Actually, this one is the one where I usually go, but I mean, it's a Mexican restaurant, and in the Mexican restaurants is the one that I usually go, but it's fine. I wanted to try a new one, but it's okay. Let's go on this one. Okay, so is okay. So we only need to do this change. So let me rebuild. Let me rebuild, and I think that now the event will probably start. And so we will have rain. The command should work. The command should work in theory. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but it's using the same weather mechanism that we use for the rest, so in theory. Can I delete few maps just to avoid loading continuously million maps? Let me see, huh? How many maps we have that we didn't modify? None. Or I check in. No, we need to keep the maps. Bling! Hello! Who joined? Corvogami. Hello, Corvogami. Welcome to the stream. We are working on bug fixing some stuff. And in particular, at the moment, I'm working on the rain command, which is something that we can actually issue from the command line in our game. From our chat console, because we are testing a bug that someone reported. Ba-da-ba-bam. Ba-da-ba-bam. Okay. So what was it? Was rain sector, then drops, and then fade. No, fade. No. Drops, duration, 120,000, and then fade. Okay. So in theory, it is raining. It is raining now, look at that. Holy moly, it is raining. Okay. Okay, so now that it's raining, I want to enter into this guild house. There is a guild house here. And as you will see, as soon as I enter, The rain may stay. Well, actually not. I hear the noise though. I hear the noise of the rain, but I don't see the rain. Why? Ah, you see, it is there, but it's not there at the same time. But yes, I mean, it's not going through the roof, but it's there. If I slide myself up, you know, the rain is still on me. At least for a bit, until we get the switch. Okay, until we get the switch. Hello, Ferals TV, TW. Thank you for the follow and welcome. So, what we need to do, we need... and by the way, the sound, I don't know why the sound is still on. There is still the sound of the rain, even if the rain in theory finished. Can I do rain stop? The weather was stopped. Ay ay ay. I think we are not stopping the audio, eh? The audio is not stopped. Okay, so that's another problem. But what we can do, as soon as you cross the sector, so we have proven the problem. Okay, so we have proven that if there is rain outside and you go in, the rain continues. Okay, so we want to remove that. We want to remove that. And so my suggestion was to do it to do it here, right? Now it's not really true, because in theory we could have a level that is anyway open from the top. So I don't know if this is the best idea. I mean, at the moment works, okay? Because if I stop it now in this part of the code and in this part of the code, it will be fine. And he will do what we want him to do. But in the future, if we then we will have some if we will have some other types of instances, then this may be a limitation, right? So I'm thinking if I want to do it already in a smarter way, or not. If I want to do it in a smarter way or not. Probably for now not. Because doing it in a smarter way means... means that we don't have to do it based on the location, but we have to do it based on the target. I could check the target sector and verify, because I have the target sector, right? The target sector is is this, right? So I could do it in theory, I could even do it inside teleport. In theory, I could do it here. So if I do it here, it basically works every time. And I could say, if you are teleporting to a sector that doesn't have weather enabled, just stop any running weather, right? But I think the problem is, how do we know if there is the play? I mean, I know if the sector is weather disabled, but I don't know if the character at the moment has weather on him, because the weather is based on the BP Sky, and the BP Sky is only client side, and here we are server side. So I don't have a flag on the character that is telling me if there is rain going on or whatever, right? So I may stop something that is not there. I may stop something that is not there. So yeah, so or I add a variable on the character that is telling me if he's currently having rain, but checking the current sec, because the rain and anyway the snow and the fog are I mean, it is stuff that is happening. I think it's not a bad idea to do it here. I think doing it here is a good idea. The problem is that I cannot detect which kind of weather I need to stop, right? Because the target sector may have, for example, only fog enabled, right? And I think that when I do stop weather, I think I'm stopping all the weather. Or not. When I stop, wait, because this may work if we have a command that allows us to stop a specific weather type. If we have that, then I think it's not bad. We basically pass rain with 0 drops. Okay, we pass rain with 0 drops. Yeah, we can do that. It's kind of stupid though, because I have to generate this event, and then from this event I have to push it with a time of 1, and then I have to trigger it. And then after I trigger it, I call again weather manager handle event with I mean, it's a bit of a bouncing left and right for nothing. The problem is that our rain system, our weather system is using these events as an input. Yes, you see. Is using a UPS weather game event as an input, so I mean, I can still create the event. It is just an object like anything else. Doesn't mean that I have to push it into the queue. Because here is broadcasting. You see, is broadcasting. Is broadcasting. Is broadcasting based on the type. I'm thinking if I want just to do a quick fix or if I want to do the real fix, you know, that is what I'm thinking. Because the quick fix is very easy. Whenever you teleport into a sector that has that weather disabled, just stop any weather. So that's kind of easy, but this may lead to issues later on. I'm reading this code and trying to see what is the best way. I don't understand this stop weather. I don't understand it. Because stop weather... Ah, stop weather means that. Okay. Yeah, stop weather just means that no events will happen on weather in the future. But it doesn't mean that is stopping the current weather that is running on a client. Okay. Yeah, so the only way we have is to actually go through through handle weather event, or we can also directly broadcast weather with the weather info that we want, which basically where we basically place everything at 0. That's also a possibility. That's also a possibility. So I can call weather manager broadcast event where my net weather info. The problem is that net weather info is fairly complex to create on the fly. Yeah, in theory we can just create it like this and send it out. Yeah, it's a bit of a hack, but I think it's okay. So I can call broadcast weather event, broadcast weather with an empty weather info, and that should basically stop everything. And we do it on the teleport then? Do we do it on the teleport, or we do it only when we switch to an entrance? You know what is my problem? My problem is that... Let me think about it 1 second, Let me think about it 1 second, because... So, you may be in the main world, and you may be going into into a guild house. Okay. You may be in the main world, and you may be teleported again into the main world, right? Just in another location. You may be in the main world, and you may be teleported in a cave that obviously has another instance. You may be in the main world, and you may be teleported in the main world, but in another instance, right? So this main plus different instance, right? So these are all the possible cases. Now there is also the opposite, right? That you are in a guild and you go here, you main is the same. Cave, you exit from the cave. So basically the first two are reversed. So this one and this one actually have the arrow in both directions, right? This will never work. This will never freaking work. No. Okay, anyway, you get the idea, right? You got the idea. Okay. Wow. Graphics in Paint. Advanced graphics in Paint. Okay, so the first and the second can be both sides, while obviously the last two are identical if they are both sides, because you have an instance here. So the point is, if I do that stop weather when I am teleport, so the first question is when I'm switching between left and right, I'm always using teleport. Yes, the answer is yes. I'm always using teleport. So in all these cases, I'm using teleport, right? So I'm using the same function. So the question is, inside that same function, can I just check? So what I want to do inside the same function, because I can check the target sector, and I have the target sector here, right? I have the target sector here. And I can say, hey, if the target sector but this should be only when the result is positive, huh? So we teleported. You know what? I think I can stop the weather anyway. I think I can do 0 checks. And if you teleport, I'm just stopping the weather. The problem is that if I teleport and I'm just stopping the weather, which seems to be a very easy idea, if you move then between the same main world, you know, the weather will stop and then we restart after a second, which I think is kind of stupid. So we don't want that. So the only thing that we want is to check if the weather is disabled. And if the weather is disabled, we stop it immediately. right? So now the question is, do we want to check by guild house, or we want to check by rain enable not? And if it's rain enable, because you know, there are some stupid sectors, for example, you know, where you see where the rain is impossible, the snow is impossible, but the fog is possible, right? So, but the majority, when there is rain disabled, everything is disabled, right? You see? There are only very, very, very few. And I think the opposite is never true, right? It's impossible to have a yes with a no after. Okay, so I think that our assumption at the moment is that if the sector has rain disabled, I think we check if rain disable, right? We assume also snow is, and we don't care about fog. And so we say, so we get sector is rain. Oh, we also have an is raining. So we know actually if it's raining in the sector. Interesting. But I don't think I need it in this. I don't think I need it in this at this moment. Qual è il problema? What is the problem? Weather data is invalid or what? Weather data. No, wait. How do I check if raining is enabled or disabled? Why don't I have rain? Get current raindrops. No, I don't want the current raindrops. I want to know if in that sector, I have rain enabled, right? This is what I need. Rain enable data enable data what? Data sector info data weather data type. Okay, but this data add weather type data. Weather data. Yeah, it's weather data. Yes, it's weather data. Yeah, but there is not an easy way to know if. Cannot believe it. There is not an easy way to know if the rain is enabled or not in that sector. It's impossible. Get weather enabled. Weather ID. Okay, like this. Get weather enabled, and then we pass rain. Okay. Get weather enabled. No, I was like, what the hell? So we go here and we say get weather enabled e-weather rain, right? So if this is not true, right? If this is not, now we are still moving with the teleport. So that will happen also when we die. So it will happen also for the Death Realm, right? When we die... Yeah, but you see the Deer Citadel is no. So also when we die, we will fix the problem that the rain is not following us. Otherwise the rain will follow us in the thingy. Okay, good. So this works also for that, because that is again a teleport. Right, so now this should work only for players and not for NPC. So I think that the first thing I need to check, I need to check if we are a player. Because if we are not a player, well, I can put it in the same. I can put it in the same check. So we must be a player. We must be a player, and because NPC may be teleported as well, right? So we must be a player, and the sector should not have the weather enabled for rain, right? So in that case, we broadcast weather. So we need our weather manager. We broadcast weather, and we use this fnet weather info, right? Initialized as empty. So that basically means no weather. No, well, wait a second. No, not to all players. No. Not to all players, only to me. Only to me. No. Oh, well, I can just do receive weather event. Okay, nice. Okay, I need to do this. So I don't even have to call that. I just need to call receiver weather event on my controller. Right. So we do a get PS controller, because this must work only also if you are on a mount. Oh my god, things are so complex in this game. These mounts, bro, these mounts are killing us. But actually, I don't know if weather works properly if you are on a mount. I have no idea. It may be that when you are a mount, you see no weather, because the weather is going through the player anyway. So, oh my god, I don't know why mounts are so complex. Okay, but this will basically immediately stop it, right? Now, another problem that we have seen... is that... for some reason, the music was not stopping, right? So the music of the rain was not stopping. That's very strange, but... maybe it's just a leftover, right? So I think we forgot. I think maybe we forgot to stop that. So let me recompile. Anyway, this fix is a good fix. I think it should not mess up with anything else. Now, obviously, if you are teleporting inside a sector that already has the weather enabled, you teleport inside, you will get this message, this useless message every time, right? But I think it's okay. I think it's okay, because we are not checking if you are teleporting into the same sector. Do we want to add that check? Do we want to add that you are teleporting into the same sector. Yeah, in theory, if you are teleporting into the same sector, there is no need to do that, huh? In theory, if my current sector is equal to the sector where I have to go, there is no need to do this check, because in theory the weather has already been disabled, right? So probably I can do that. So I can say if get sector is different from sector. So we have to be in a different sector. Because otherwise is a useless check. I don't know if you are following, boys, but basically what we are doing, we are fixing the weather when you are entering a guild house, so that it doesn't rain inside the guild house. Okay, this is okay. Let me check the sound. Okay, so we don't want to have any sound of rain when you enter the guild house. Or anyway, when the weather is stopping, the sound should stop. Yeah, more generically, right? Because here we are speaking generically. Pum 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 pum. Okay, so we want now, when we receive the weather event stop, when we receive the weather event, also when the weather is changing, right? Because it's not that we always receive a stop. Maybe we receive, I think we receive it first in the player controller. So if I search weather, I think I even have yeah, weather and music. I still have, yeah, exactly. So receive weather event, right? Now you know what is the problem here? The problem here is that we are considering that the weather event we are receiving from the server is of one type only. So or is snow, or is rain, or is fog, you know? You see all these condition, branch, 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 branch. But actually, when we stop, right? We stop everything. We just don't stop one, right? Because it is the problem, right? If all these checks are false, so this is false because we have no downfall. This is false because we have no snow. Right, so it's everything fails. Then we do nothing. And I don't think that that's a good idea, because it means that the rain will stay forever. Set the current weather for ambience. Set the current weather for ambience. Wow. Okay, that's never used. This is never used. Current weather for ambience is never used. Really? Current weather for ambience is never used. It's never used. So basically what happens is the following. We receive a rain event. The rain event is actually starting the rain and is probably also starting the music. I mean the sound, I mean the rain sound, right? And this thing is a bit of a mess, huh? Okay. Here is where we have the I'm a bit confused. What is this thing doing? I don't understand. I don't understand how is which. I mean, where is the sound? Where is the actual sound? SC ambience. SC. Ah. But this is always for rain. No, because you see that there is a switch, right? There is a switch. And this switch is based on a parameter called night. And then this one is a parameter called... I don't know why it's called crossfade. Considering that is the rain switch, right? So this crossfade in reality is equal to rain. Is equal to rain, boys. I don't know why it's called crossfade. It's super confusing. But basically, when crossfade, when crossfade parameters is on. Exactly. When crossfade parameter is on, then you have the rain sound. Okay? Now, the problem I see on this is that we don't really have a way to stop it. We don't really have a way to stop it. Well, we can set crossfade to false. So we can take ambience, set crossfade to false when the problem is that we have to ensure that we do it in any case. So basically, what I'm saying is that if the downfall is false, right? If the downfall is false, meaning that there is no snow, there is no rain, so we are in this branch. In this branch, we need to disable crossfade. Right? Now the problem is that this ambience probably is not exactly. This ambience is not here. This ambience is on the sky object. But apart from that, okay. So I think that this will allow, in theory, I mean, this thing is a bit complex. I mean, it's been developed in a bit of a one way only, right? So it's basic. This part of the blueprint is designed to actually receive start rain, start snow, start fog, start lightning. So this is the way it's been designed. It's not been designed for stop everything or stop something, right? And it is, and he's showing this quite a bit. The only question I have, if we receive the lightning without rain, do we want the rain? No, I think we want the rain noise only if there is rain anyway. So if there is downfall 0, I think we want to disable the rain sound. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense, boys. Okay, so okay, let's test this 1 second. Let's test this. So if basically what I want to be able to do now is I need to test 2 things. I need to test, let me see if meanwhile this guy answered. I don't think so, but you never know, right? Maybe people are doing stuff, you know? Didn't answer yet, but it's okay. Okay. We are in. So if I go out of the guild house now, I can start rain. I can start the rain. Yeah, but I need to be in the sector. I need to be in the sector, so I have to go out of the guild house. That door texture is super low res. So I have to be here, and here I need to start my rain, right? So will be rain at La Plaza. We said 4,000, 120,000, and 1,000. Okay. So and this will make it rain, yes, and in fact it works. And we also hear the sound. And we also hear the sound. Now, if I now cross. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. Nothing worked. Why? Nothing worked. Nothing worked. Okay, we need to debug it. Basically our teleport thingy didn't do what we wanted to do. So this check didn't trigger. Or maybe it did, but it didn't do anything on the client side. I don't know. But in theory, we should have triggered this. We should have triggered this. And we should have triggered this. In theory, we have this printout on the client. We have this printout on the client. Apart from this error trying to play ambient sound, but that's fine. Because there is nothing defined, but finish loading. Receive weather event is no false, you see? So yeah, so we actually, yeah, we arrived here actually. We arrived here. I just don't know if we arrived here at the beginning or we arrived there later on. That's that I don't know. But I think no, I think the message arrived. I think the message arrived. I think the message arrived. Check if it's a dark sector. Check if it's a dark sector. No, it's not a dark sector, right? So that check will... So we will not go here, we will go... Sorry, what is this check dark sector doing? Is setting the light intensity. Yes, setting light intensity. But that we don't care. That we don't care. The only thing that we care is this one, which is a check if we have any downfall, right? So in theory we should go here, but it seems that we didn't. It seems that we didn't. Because the sound of the rain is still here. So in reality we went through this, but it seems that as downfall is still positive, but it's very strange because I generated it with I created it with the default constructor, and the default constructor is this one, and you see that there's false everywhere, right? So definitely this downfall should be false. Crossfade 0.5. Why we still have a 0.5 as the end value? No, because I can put a printout, but I think we are going through this. We stop rain sound. I think we are going through this, but it's not working. And then, wait a second, after that, after that, after we receive this, right? We are actually not stopping the rain. That's, I think, is our problem. That this data is going in only if we have a snowfall or if we have a rainstorm. So if his as downfall is on, right? But not if he's off. So and this is the real problem. Because now this thing is not exactly. So why we do this? Why we Yeah, as I said, this code is designed only to enable rain. It's not designed to disable it. Because here is going into this check only if the rainstorm is on. But if the rainstorm is off, I think we need to call rainstorm anyway, but with a negative value. Otherwise, it will never stop. Well, actually, we stop. No, because there is no time, right? So it will never, here it will never stop. Sorry, let me just check one thing. If I switch, so now we have the rain, right? We have the rain. If I switch sector, so I go outside again. The problem is that... Okay, let me try to stop the rain. I think it will not work. I think it will not work. So if I switch between rain and snow, the rain I think will stop. But if I try to stop the rain, so if I do rain blah 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 0, it actually worked. It actually worked. It actually worked. So I don't understand then. I don't understand what the hell is going on. Trigger rain event. Trigger rain event. So it's going through this. And by the way, it's also stopped the music. It's also stopped the music. It also stopped. How is it possible? It's setting the volume based on the... All these variables, boys, are kind of annoying. There are all, because everything is hard-coded with numbers, right? Unfortunately, so everything is hard-coded with numbers. So this 5 and 1, for example, I have no idea what they are, right? Because they have been hard-coded this way. There is another part that I did not do myself, huh? Five. This thing is a freaking mess. Rain. Downfall drops. Is this going into 5 or not? Rain frequency. Rain frequency. Rain frequency is going into 5, yes. Okay, so 5 is the rain. So if you have a raindrop of 0, then hearing the sound. Where was that? Yes, hearing the sound. If this is 0, you get a crossfade of 0. Okay, and you stop the music. Okay, so basically it works. It works if you send a rain effect of 0. You cannot send a null event of 0. You have to send a rain event of 0. And at the moment I'm sending a null event of 0. Because with this, I'm not saying as downfall. Because downfall is false, right? So in theory I should have that one is true and the value of the rain is 0. But you know what? I really don't like this system. I think the system is overcomplicated and badly designed. Really badly designed. I mean, it's counterintuitive from a million different perspectives. So I really don't know. Yeah, because the logic is that if the event is rain, then he has downfall, right? Do we only want to stop the rain, or do we also want to stop the snow? The problem is that if I have... I think I need to send 2 events. I need to send a downfall snow yes drop 0, and I have to send a downfall yes snow no downfall 0, and then I will stop both the rain and the snow, but I will not stop the fog. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking to create a new event, and I will just call stop all weather, right? Because doing it this way is a bit stupid. Doing it this way is a bit stupid. Yes, it is. So we leave this code. Okay, let's do this. We leave this code, which by the way seems to work. We leave this code only when you are activating one specific weather effect, right? And this code is fine. But in our case, there is a bit of a different case. We want to basically stop all the weather because the target weather is is off, right? Then I think I want to have a different function. And I want to have a function that is dedicated to stopping stuff, right? And that function needs to take because otherwise we don't solve it, eh? Otherwise we don't solve it. We continue to run around. This new event will be called receive stop weather, right? Receive stop weather. And this receive stop weather will run on the owning client and be reliable. Okay, fine. And I think that what I want I want to have the control on stop rain, stop snow. What is going on? Stop snow and stop fog, right? So this is what I want to have. So I want to have 3 very clear settings, so that we know what we are doing, because otherwise it's a mess. And then, you know, we just analyze in a sequence all of them. So we just go sequence, check this, check that, and based on what we get, you know, we do what we need to do. So I think it is the cleanest way. We may also use it for other cases. At the moment we will use it only on teleport, but right? And so what happens if is stop rain? If is it stop rain, what do we want to do? Do we want to generate a rain event with a net info? Yes, probably yes. The only question is, can I make a net info or not? It's all read only, eh? I can change it. I can change it. No, it's read and write. Okay, perfect. So we can make this guy, eh? We can make this guy. Okay, very nice. So we can say downfall drops 0. Sector because I needed to basically call rain with 0, right? So this is what I need to do. I need to call rainstorm, but I don't know if the sector, no, the sector is never used. Okay, perfect. So I need to call rainstorm or snowfall, and probably fog in the future, right? But and this one at this point I don't need it anymore, because we saw that it's actually handled properly by yeah, I think we can do this. I think we can do this, and it is basically stopping the rain. And then we can do the same here, and we can just say is a snow, and we do this, and we stop the snow if we need it. Now for the fog, I have no idea, but at the moment we stop the snow, we stop the rain. So if is fog, should be as fog enabled, right? As fog enabled, and but I don't know if the color should be 000. That I really don't know. Fog, I think, is a bit of a special case. But probably it's fog density, yeah? Yeah, if fog density is -1, it will basically go to 0. Yeah, I think it will work. I think we will work. We just flag as fog, and then we call dense fog. And then we call dense fog. Where the fog density, you see, the fog density is used, and so if the fog density is -1, we remove all the fog. Yeah, so at least it remains the same. I think it's a good idea. So at least it's consistent. We are not adding any new function. We are just reusing the one that we have here. And I think it's a cleaner way. Definitely a cleaner way. Definitely a cleaner way. Okay. Now we need okay, this one we can compile, but we needed to create the server function, because at the moment we are not doing nothing. We are doing nothing. We'll just have it there, but we are not really doing anything at the moment. So we need on the server side to generate a new function that we call receive weather stop. On our controller. I think we already have receive weather something. Right? So we can have a new function that is called receive weather stop. Now receive weather stop, I think, must have those 3 booleans. So it will have a boolean stop rain, a boolean stop snow, and a boolean stop fog, right? Now I need to make them const. Okay. So basically now it's a bit easier, because if we consider we have that function that is doing the work for us, I think that whenever I am teleporting, right, I will not do receive weather event with empty stuff. I will just do receive weather stop, or stop weather, how do we call it, weather stop, right, with true. Now if we want to do it a bit better, we could check in the target sector which is the part that is disabled, but for now it's fine. For now I think that this is good enough. I think it is good enough. And okay, let's recompile and then we can do a test. I think that this is getting executed properly, so I think this part of the code is good. Now on the client side I just need to add the Yeah, we'll have to change the name of the function, by the way, but it's fine. We can change it. We can change it, boys. I will have to go away in about 30 minutes. Unfortunately. Okay. I think this fix is a good fix because it's basically avoiding the weather to bleed through caves, Death Realm, guild houses, you know, whenever you get teleported. And so I think it's a good change. I think it's a good change. Okay, so apart from the fact that it's night, but but if we make it rain, right? Rain at La Plaza, 4,000, 120, 1,000. Okay. He's also adding a bit of fog, I don't know why, but anyway. So if I do this, and I hear the sound, and now I teleport, fuck. I didn't connect it. Boys. I didn't connect it. We need to connect it first. Otherwise, we'll never work. If we don't connect it, no way. No way. We didn't connect the call, the server side to client side call into the blueprint, so that's why. So this function, by the way, I think will give an error or no? No, because we called it weather stop. Okay. So if I do receive weather stop, exactly. This is the one coming from the server side, right? And this one receive, yeah, unfortunately I called it, whatever. Called it stop weather, but fine. And we connect this. And this one is right, so we can say server asks to stop all weather. This is used when teleporting into guild houses or caves, right? Okay, so now it's connected. So now we have a better chance that it's actually working. Did you check the international or no? No, because you're not a Dota. You're not a Dota fan, but I am. I am a big Dota fan. I'm a big Dota fan. Let me see. Let me see 1 second. So Team Secret went to lower brackets, right? And Tundra is like crushing it, right? So it's like 2-1, 2-0, 2-0. So it's crashing the upper bracket and no sense. And Team Liquid, Team Liquid, this one I didn't see, this one was today, yeah, it was today. This one I didn't see. So Team Liquid won Team Master. So in the lower bracket, there is Team Secret versus Liquid. That's tomorrow in 11 hours from now. In 11 hours from now. Oh my god. It's at 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Okay, anyway. And then there is the grand final. There is in 15 hours from now. So it's at 10 in the morning tomorrow. There will be Tundra versus these guys. These guys are, just to let you know, they are competing for $8 million. Huh? $8 million. The prize pool this year is pretty low. I mean, low meaning relatively low. But anyway, it was 40 millions last year. This year is only 18 millions. Okay, so let's do the usual trick and track and back and forth. So we go outside, we start the rain, and then we so we do rain 4,000, 20,000, 1,000. Okay, so now the rain started, and I hear the sound, right? And now when we enter here, yeah, I think it worked. Yeah, it worked. There is no rain anymore. And there is no sound anymore. Okay. Now if I go out again, obviously the rain will be there. Now there may be a delay of few seconds. You see, because the game is sending me the weather conditions with a bit of a delay, right? Because I don't want to send the weather condition every second, right? So you actually go out and then you see the rain coming down, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I think we fixed it, boys. We fixed it, which is very nice. So I think what we can say in the bug report, we can say that, let me edit this. I would say, looking at the code, it seems not possible. The only thing that may happen is that you have a rain outside and then you enter in the guild house. A few seconds, you will still have inside. This case, I fixed now, and is fixed pending release. Okay, so this one in theory, if the case was only when entering a guild house, we actually fixed it. We actually fixed it, which is great. So another thing I would like to do, I would like to stop this freaking idle animations happening when you are crouched or when you are moving, right? I think it's very annoying that if you are moving, there is an idle animation. In theory, it makes no sense. It should never happen, right? So I think that one quick fix, I don't remember if I triggered the idle animation from the blueprint or I do it from the C++, I don't remember. Play random idle animation, play random idle animation, play random idle animation, play random animation. So what I wanted to do here, I wanted to do a check that if the current forward vector is greater than 0, it doesn't happen, right? We are in character, eh? I need to get the movement movement component, eh? Get movement component. Holy shit, why is it not working? Is here character movement? I don't know why I couldn't. Why I couldn't get movement component. Oh no. Anyway. So get forward get no. Why not? Get actor forward vector. Yes, get actor forward vector. Okay, I think it's just like that. I think it's just like that. So I think if this is greater than 0, we trigger, but if not, no, sorry, the opposite. If it's greater than 0, we don't trigger. Do I have to do sides or length? Length, huh? So it must be less or equal to 0. If it's less or equal to 0, then we trigger, otherwise not. Basically, there is don't trigger if we are moving, right? Don't trigger if we are moving. So that would be one condition. We don't want to trigger if we are moving. We don't want to trigger. I don't know if I should do it though before the. I mean, this is a good check, but I don't know if I want to do it before this. Who is calling this? Play random idle animation. We are calling it from the server side. I mean, from the play idle, play random idle, play. Wait. Play random idle. No, because it's super annoying that you are moving and your character. Play random idle animation ALS. Okay. It's not called anywhere, it's impossible. It's impossible that it's not called anywhere. Ah, it's called here. Okay. Ah, I have it already. I have it already. I have it already, but it's not working. I have it already. I have the same check already. But I think it's not working. I did it with get velocity. Hello, Hula. I will have to go in about 10 minutes anyway. Because I'm meeting with a friend tonight. For dinner. I don't know when I will be back. I'm doing it with get velocity. So probably I'm already... I think the other problem is that if I'm crouched... Yeah, it seems he's not playing, so probably that check. I don't know. I dreamed that I didn't do it, but actually it was already done. It was already done because you see that it's not triggering. So as long as you move, it doesn't trigger, right? But it triggers if you are crouched. And it triggers, I think, if you are sitting. If you are sitting, I don't know. Because sitting is an actual... Sitting is an actual state. I think if you are sitting, the idle doesn't happen. Because I think that the mode of my character is... But definitely it happens if you are crouched. No, it's happening also if you are sitting. I think I don't want this. I mean, if you are sitting, it should be a different... It should be a different idle animation, right? Not that one. How do I know? How do I know if he's sitting? How do I? Because there are two more checks that I want to do here. There are two more checks. If he's crouched. And if he's sitting. So the crouched, I think is an ALS state, right? But I don't think I have. I think is the stance or is the gate? I don't remember if it's the gate or the stand. No, the gate is walking, running, sprinting. So I think it's probably the stance then. Yes, exactly. So if he's crouched, we will skip. So we will only go, oops, we will only go if he's not crouching, right? And then we want if the character is not sitting. Now sitting is sitting unfortunately is not a stance, is an animation. It's strange that is not in the it's not here, huh? Yeah, in theory it is, because it's sit. In theory, maybe we are not setting it. Maybe we are not setting the mode sit when we are sitting on a chair. Maybe we are setting the mode sit only when we are on the ground like that. That's possible. So I think I need to set the mode sit only when we are sitting on a chair. I think that's probably the solution. No. Like this is impossible. Exactly. Character mode sit. Why we don't set it? Set allowed mode. Sit, get mode equals sitting. Get mode equals, sorry, what was that? I transformed it into a class. So this can actually be deleted now. I think I did it, oops, I did it some time ago and I was not sure if I could do it, right? But I think that's fine. No, but this sit thingy, freeze client sit. Set mode. Come on, don't believe it. What do you mean cannot be found? No more occurrences. What? So we don't set the mode. No, I don't believe it. Handle sit. Actor client sit. Uh-oh. 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 Sit is completely removed, huh? Sit is removed. Yeah, the problem, boys, is that I need to go now. I need to go. But maybe I will be back later. I don't know, depending on how things are going, okay? If we don't see each other later, we will see each other tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and I will be here during the afternoon around 4 p.m. European time, okay? And let me see if we can do a small raid. Maybe someone is working on Unreal. And we can discover some new things. There is Steam Vash, there is Mabus. We want to go to Mabus, we want to go to this guy. What is this guy doing? Is playing or is developing? Because sometimes this guy is playing. Oh my god, 25 seconds off. 25 seconds. He just started, by the way. Can this advertisement please finish? Please. Please. I just want to see if he's developing something. I assume that he's not a real game, so I think he's developing
something. Can you swim? I can swim. Not in this level though. So that's what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, he's developing. Okay, good. So we raid him. Let's go, boys. So I will see you tomorrow or later tonight, okay? So meanwhile, have fun, test the game, click on follow everywhere. Click on follow on Twitch, on YouTube, wherever you want. Go to our Patreon, connect to our Discord, play the game. Have fun. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.